It's Monday evening, the 12th of December. This is Peter Sandwich with you, live from my office. I hope you're keeping well. Lovely to be with you. Fantastic to have you with me. I've got 3 bets for you tomorrow, all running on the all-weather, of course, with the inclement snap we're facing at the moment. Hopefully things will be rectified ASAP. I'm sure it will. But I've got 2 bets at Wolverhampton tomorrow night and 1 at Southall in the afternoon session. Current odds at time of broadcasting just before 6 p.m. is 9-2, 5-1 and 9-1. I'm going to have the 3 singles and I'm also going to put them in 3 each way doubles and an each way treble. Just a quick word about what's happening with the Dundalk abandoned meeting for everyone who played the Monday Madness. I have wrote to you, we have wrote an email explaining, but if you've not managed to locate that email or you've not read your emails, let me just tell you what's happening. I've decided to give you 2 bets extra free of charge. Dundalk on Wednesday and Dundalk on Friday. I will be having midweek madness bet and also a multi-bet at Dundalk on Wednesday, and to compensate you for no bets, no runners at Dundalk, although there was 1 race there today. There was no runners which I'd selected in the bets that I put out as a Monday Madness bet. I'm going to give you both of those meetings free of charge. The meeting on Wednesday will be sent tomorrow at 5 p.m. to you. There'll be 3 bets or 4 bets tomorrow, and they'll be at Dundalk. It looks like being 3 bets at Dundalk on Wednesday, and they will be sent to you by email around about 5 p.m. That will be free of charge. And the same on Friday. 3 bets, at least 3 bets, could be 4 actually on Friday, looking at the cards, and they'll also be free of charge. So you're going to get 2 free bets, as I say, multi-bets, because of today's abandoned meeting. Really, there's nothing much you can do about it, and it's just to save an absolute mountain of administration, that if that's all right. You've been sent an email explaining everything. If you want any feedback to us, that's always nice, of course, but seems to be 100% positive so far with everyone. Happy with that? You get Wednesdays and Fridays free. I'll send them to you on Tuesday and then on Thursday afternoon as well, so you won't miss a thing. So that's £20 worth of bets free of charge for you there. Okay, so with no more ado, shall we get on? We do have 2 bets running tonight, which are on the free access, of course, last night. Nearly 2,000 people tuned in yesterday after that big 33-1 winner, of course, on Sunday. Nephin Beg, absolutely delightful, wasn't it? And that followed up a 7-1 winner on Saturday and a 25-1 winner on Thursday. And so on fire is the word. We're electric, and long may that continue in the next 12 days to the festive break. Okay, so there are 2 bets tonight. I won't repeat them. They're on the previous message. I say nearly 2,000 people have got them, and I wish you luck with those 2 tonight at Wolverhampton. But let's first of all go to Wolverhampton tomorrow night. This is for racing on Tuesday. And the first one I want to talk about is trained by a very good friend of mine from the olden days, who used to train a horse called Sir Sandrovich for me, amongst others, and that's Richard Fahey. And he trains at horse number 2 in the 6:45 at the meeting at Wolverhampton. Now, I think this horse has got a cracking chance, I really do. It's number 2 on your card. It's called Beattie is Back. Beattie is Back. Trained by Richard Fahey, ridden by young Zach Wheatley. Don't ride too often for Fahey, but a significant booking of £5 claimer. I think we'll see this lot off. I really do. I think it's a cracking price, round about 5-1, 9-2. I can't see it being out of the frame, but I can see it winning. Looks to be a perfect pitch in drawn 4. 7 furlongs is ideal. Runs off a mark of 7.0 blind 70, and that's a really good mark. The assessors dropped it £2 for its last run, where it finished 6th of 11 when Oisin Orr rode the horse. And I don't think really that's a bad drop either, because he's got £2 extra to carry, £2 lower to carry for a race where he got into all sorts of trouble and at the start, and it wasn't his own doing. So, you know, I think this is a well handicapped horse, a gelding, and I think it's got an outstanding chance, I really do. One of the runs what really seemed to me that I think it's got a cracking chance is when it finished behind a horse called Bellagio Man. That was a really good run, and also at Southwell as well when it finished behind Hello Zabil. Two big runs there by Beattie's back. And I say I'm really, really keen on this one. And let's hope racing goes ahead. Apparently, it looks a bit warmer tomorrow, slightly warmer, so we should be okay. 6:45 at Wolverhampton, then. It's your first bet of the day for Tuesday, or of the night for Tuesday. It's number 2. It's called Beattie is Back. I say it's been threatening to win, but I think tomorrow it's got an outstanding chance to win. And off a mark of 70 in a 0 to 70 race, it's potentially thrown in. Has dropped down a grade now and has been running in 0 to 75 the last 4 times it's ran. So if you look at it over and over again, it looks, to be honest with you, nailed on. Tony Hamilton rode it at Newcastle a couple of outings ago, on the 4th of November. It ran really well, went 5th of 11. Again, it got boxed in, had no chance at all in running. And last time it had no chance after getting boxed and banged about at the start. The money was on last time and they left it behind. It went off at 7 to 2. And there can be no doubt about it. This lightly raced individual, Beattie is Back, is the form selection. And I'm going in quite deep on it, to be fair with you. 6:45 Wolverhampton each way. Can't see it being out of the frame, and I can see it winning. So there's your first bet of the day today by my old pal Richard Fahey from the olden days there. Okay, the 2:43 now at Southwell. These are odd times, aren't they? The 2:43 at Southwell, or Southwell. I call it Southwell. Now, there's a horse here. It's about 5 to 1 at the moment. There's 6 horses go to post, and the bookies are paying 1-2 on this, quarter the odds. And I think this will be in the frame as well, and I think it's got a great chance of winning. It's number 2. It's called Golden Dove, trained by Simon Earl and ridden by Tom Queally. Doesn't ride too many winners these days, Queally. Doesn't ride too often, to be fair with you. And Simon Earl is a bit, underrated, to say the least. He's only had 19 runners this year, Earl, and he's had 2 winners, so that's pretty good, 11%. And I think he'll have his 3rd winner here out of 20 with number 2, Golden Dove. Ran really well last time at Linkfield, went 4th of 13. That was a good run behind a horse called Ricona. And the previous time as well, it was at Linkfield when it ran there as well, off a mark of 66. It's off 65 now. Reese Clutterbuck rode it. Tom Queally's on tomorrow. That was a good run as well, 4th of 12. So the horse has been certainly coming to itself, and I think Tom Queally can ride the winner, and I'll be disappointed if it doesn't win. Number 2, Golden Dove. Queally's had 20 winners this year from over 230 rides. And as I say, it doesn't strike too high, around about 9%, but I think he's got a great chance on this. And he rode it last time up, and obviously it's significant that he's claiming the ride again for Simon Earl, who's an underrated trainer, Simon, and I think this looks like a real big chance for another win. The trip's okay, 1.5 miles, everything looks set fair. It's number 2, it's called Golden Dove. I'm going to back it each way because they pay out 1-2, and it's only got to beat 4 horses to be in the frame. And I think it's going to do that, and I'm on it each way. Number 2, Golden Dove, in the 2:43 at Southwell or Southwell, but it's Southwell for me all the way. Okay, which leaves one horse which runs actually back at Wolverhampton, and it goes in there 5:45. Right, the 5:45 is a very interesting handicap indeed, and the horse I'm very keen on here is number 1 on your card. It's called Young Fire. Trained by David O'Mara, ridden by Jason Watson, and this horse is coming down significantly in grade, running in 0 to 80. It's going to seem almost pedantic, the opposition, it really is, and I think this has got an amazing chance. It raced in a 0 to 95 last time out, and then at Linkfield it raced in a 0 to 105, and at Donny the time before that a 0 to 105. But last time out, it ran really well. Sean Levy rode it and got it into a bit of a boxed-up situation on the inside of the track and just couldn't get out. But it still managed to finish 4th of 10, and that was in a 0 to 95 race. And I'll say this race is much lower than that, 0 to 80. And I think that O'Meara and Watson can combine here for number 1, Young Fire, to win. It's not won for a little while, Young Fire, but it's got a really good handicap mark to work with. It's not won, I think, for significantly over a year when Danny Tuddo rode it. But the time it did win, it raced off a mark of 96. That was a year ago. 96. Now it's off 80. There we go. over a stone lower. And significant that David O'Meara has kept this horse in training and not put it to the sales, and they're ready to win with it. Drawn 1, trap 1, number 1, Young Fire in the 5:45 at Wolverhampton. There we go. At Young Fire 5:45 at Wolverhampton. Beattie is back. I like that one. At 6:45 at Wolverhampton, so they're both on the late shift. And in the afternoon, Golden Dove for Tom Queally. The Resurrection Shuffle for Queally there. 2:43, Golden Dove each way. That's the third bet of the day. Bit of a frustrating day really with Dundalk being off, because I did fancy those 3 there. But, you know, one that got away. But we've got Wednesday and Friday for the same people who have played today. You get 2 extra days. And there we go. 20 quid for 10. Can't be bad, can it? Listen, I'll be back with you, God willing. We'll all be back at 6 o'clock. And that will be tomorrow, Tuesday. And that will be for Wednesday's action. Let's get this Thor in place, eh? Let's get back to normal. But with a 33-1 winner on Sunday, 25-1 winner on Thursday, 7-1 winner on Saturday, and so forth and so forth and so forth. We're just backing winners right, left and centre anyway. Take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow at 6.